We're excited to be celebrating 10 years of hosting the Minority Business Expo here in the city of Lexington. When you think about 10 years and what's happened over 10 years, the growth that our event has seen, we've grown in number of participants, we've grown in number of exhibitors, we've had to change our venue several times, and that's all because of the growth. That's exciting for Kentucky, that's exciting for Central Kentucky, and certainly exciting for Lexington. I think about the things that we've added over the 10 years. Our one-on-one sessions that we've added have really been beneficial for a lot of community businesses. An opportunity to speak one-on-one with key decision makers and purchasing and procurement folks have really helped to do more in economic inclusion in Central Kentucky. We've also seen that we've grown in business participation, not only from Central Kentucky, but from other communities as well. From Louisville, from Indianapolis, from Detroit, Michigan. So we see companies participating from outside of the state coming in to help our businesses in the state and in Central Kentucky. Over the 10-year period of time, we've had some dynamic speakers here in Central Kentucky. That's a wonderful opportunity to bring in some great names, to be inspirational for the people who come to our event, because they get great information and inspiration on how to do well and grow in their own businesses.
The Minority Business Expo has been a great expo event. One, we look for opportunities to form partnerships. We also look for opportunities to meet new minority businesses and look at ways that how we can go about approaching new businesses in the area of Lexington as well as the state of Kentucky as a whole. Our firm, which does work in Louisville, Kentucky, as well as here in Lexington, we're excited and we look for longevity to maintain our base here in Lexington as well as home base back in Indianapolis. One of the things that we see, Lexington community is a viable community. They're looking for opportunities where they can embrace more minority contractors as well as minority businesses here in this great city of Lexington. One of the things that our future growth process is that we can be able to maintain our firm here in the area, be able to foster more minority firms, and able to make sure that we have a great presence here in this area. And we like to see all minority business grow from this expo, not just from this expo, but just as we partner together to show the successes that teamwork does win. So we just say we're having a great time, and for those of you who missed it, definitely hope you look forward to coming back for next year.
One of the things that I'm happy about doing too with the Minority Business Expo is expanding our reach to include our youth. We have to think about how we create a climate and an environment of entrepreneurship in Central Kentucky, and reaching out to our youth and teaching them about being entrepreneurs at a very young age gives them the opportunity to see where they can actually grow their own businesses right here in Central Kentucky. I think about what my father taught me when I was at 9 years old and our first ice cream store that we owned. That taught me about entrepreneurship. It taught me the importance of owning your own business, and I think we need to share that information with our youth here in Central Kentucky.
Just very inspirational, insightful gentlemen. They seem like they have a lot of experience, and they really told us to stay focused, but never lose sight of our dreams. It starts there, but words with no actions are still worthless. So, you need to start working today, even as young men, to start moving towards our goals. So it's very important for them to hear that. And a lot of times they're told that they can't do something if it's not in sports or if it's not in music, and these gentlemen, they want us to open our eyes that computer programming, being our own businessmen, those are all great avenues to pursue, so we enjoyed it.
The reason why we like to teach kids about entrepreneurship is because by the time they get old or become jobless, they don't realize what they have potential to do. They don't realize that they can actually create their own jobs, especially for African American kids, African American people in general. When layoffs happen in the economy, African Americans are usually the first to get cut. And black kids really don't see the benefit of learning these things at an early age. So we're just trying to encourage them to take on that mindset, to take on a constant lifestyle of learning, to develop skill sets so that they can become future business owners down the road. And also, especially in the economy now, entrepreneurship should be at an all-time high, because when companies start laying off people, you have to find something to do with the skill set that you have.
We work very intently in developing the content for the Minority Business Expo. We try to think about those areas of opportunity in our community, whether it be the green environment or whether it be connecting in with the projects on the World Equestrian Games, whether it be contracting here in Central Kentucky. We try to make sure that we put programming and content together that really meets the needs of growing business today.
National Diversity Solutions, NDS, is a strategic sourcing, supplier diversity enhancement, and category management company with an emphasis on expense reduction while ensuring competitive participation from qualified, diverse businesses. NDS has been in business since 2007, and we've helped multiple companies identify opportunities to increase their spend with qualified, diverse businesses while also reducing their expenses. So we've been able to do both simultaneously. We have participated both as presenters, also we've had booths in the past, we've been table sponsors. So we've been involved for a long time in a number of different ways and have seen some really good results as a result of our involvement with the Minority Business Expo. We've been able to meet with some very large institutions and organizations here local, and have been able to have some very high-level meetings with those companies as a result of being involved with the Expo. And we actually have a contract that was actually started through our involvement with the Expo. That contract now has been in place for a year and has 2 more years left on it. So we've had some direct results, just our business in general, from participating in the Expo. And as a result of that business, we've been able to hire an additional resource to help us support that business. So the Expo has been very, very beneficial to our organization. And we've also been able to do some very strategic networking at the events. We've been able to position our company as a resource for certain other businesses that were there at the Expo. And we've had some really good results with that. And I just want to commend the Minority Business Expo Committee for the work that they've done to ensure that the outreach sessions, as well as the breakout sessions, the speakers, and all involved have created some really relevant information and created some really good dialogue going forward as a result of the work that they do. So I just want to commend the committee for the outstanding efforts that they put forth in bringing relevant information to our region and ensuring that qualified, diverse businesses are given the opportunity to display their capabilities. So I think that's been outstanding.
We are a full-service catering company. We're licensed and insured in Kentucky in every county to be able to cater full-service liquor, food, everything. We do everything from breakfast and lunch to for 10 to 2,000 or 3,000 people for a fundraiser. We've been part of the Minority Expo since they started 10 years ago at the Holiday Inn, and it was a fun show, and we had a great experience. We were right across the way from Lester Boyd, who we became friends with quickly because we had food and he had shirts. We were interested in his shirts and he loves food, so that was great. And we've become friends and stayed friends ever since. We met so many people and have had great contacts with them our whole time of being in business, really. It's been a great thing for us. I can't tell you how many people we've met through the Minority Expo and how it has become part of our client base. We've been able to do work for the government. We have done work for several large companies. Toyota, we were able to get a contract with them doing their benevolence program, and that's been great for us. We participate in several different shows like that, but none really has given us the connection that the Minority Expo has. It's just been I think it felt to me like in the beginning there were so many companies that were beginning together and we were able to grow together. So it really has been a great experience for us.
When we think about over 10 years what it takes to really put the Minority Business Expo together, we can't not recognize our sponsors. Our sponsors have been so supportive of us over the last 10 years, and we thank our sponsors for their continued participation in the event. Not only have we grown in number of participants, but we've also broadened our array of sponsors, and so we thank them for their support of our event over 10 years.